Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Tarot Sarah. Today we are going to do a collective style reading, and I'm calling this style of reading, let's just cut to the chase. So this is often how I read for myself first thing in the morning when I'm making my cup of coffee. It's just a simple, direct way to get some answers, okay? So I'm gonna first start out by asking Spirit some very specific questions, and then we'll pull a clarifying card upon receiving that answer, okay? So when I came into this reading today, what I wanted to know for you, the viewer at home, is what is something that you at home want more than anything at this point in time? Like, what is something that has been just a core desire of yours, something that if you had this in your life, it would be a real game changer? I want to know. Spirit, let's find out. The Ace of Cups. Yes, I think you're in need right now, my beautiful friend at home, of inspiration. You need to surround yourself with some beauty at this time. I see what's coming in for you, and something that you're really desiring at this point in time is either a new friendship. This could be platonic, this could be romantic, of course, something that just makes your cup overflow. I think you're in need and seeking something novel at this time, something that is just going to not only bless you, but spill out and over and bless others. I just see like this fountain of youth energy as well, something that just makes you feel like a child again, something that renews your spirits, that makes your heart just soar at this time. I see somebody who's wanting to put out beauty in the world. Maybe you're an artist of some type, or a songwriter is what I'm getting. Maybe you're an actor. I see somebody using their skills to create and to usher in beauty into the collective, into the world at this time. You know, we see the cup overflowing obviously here, and then we also see these lily pads here down below in the foreground there. It's like, I think of that term, what is it? No mud, no lotus. I feel like you're coming out of a difficult transition at this time is what I'm seeing. Some type of situation that normally would turn anyone else into someone bitter, someone cold. I see someone callous, but not you, my friend. I think that whatever this situation was that you're coming out of, you have skillfully turned this situation around. You've alchemized it into something beautiful at this time. And now you're just wondering, like, how can I take this further? I just see somebody desiring and wanting to surround themselves with beauty, maybe spending more time in nature. I see you at home, the viewer, receiving this gift from Spirit. We see this hand of Spirit stretched out here from the clouds, and again, I just see your cup spilling over at this time. So like I said, I do want to get some clarity on this energy. Spirit, can you just give us a little bit more clarification on my beautiful viewer at home about their core desires? Yeah, you know, I feel like things have been a little bit of a slow going momentum for you at this time. I did pull the 8 of Wands in the reverse position. Wands representing fire, Wands representing our momentum. I think for just a little bit there, remember when I said about the mud and the lotus, and oftentimes the adverse conditions that are sometimes necessary. We go through periods of pressure in our lives. I think of like a caterpillar putting itself in that, you know, in a cocoon and becoming a butterfly, and it's not always a beautiful process. Or the pressure that minerals need in order to become diamonds. I think of practices like yin style yoga, where initially in the moment it's kind of edgy, but then when we go about the rest of our day, we feel lighthearted, we feel more free and open in the body. Very similarly, I think we're coming out of a situation perhaps where we may have been feeling thwarted in some way. Maybe we felt like luck was just not in our favor. The momentum wasn't going in the direction we wanted. And I feel like what I'm getting right now from Spirit, I think this adversity has clarified even more for you that this is your core desire, that this is what you want. I think oftentimes when we go through resistance, when things are not moving in the direction that we want, can we see that as a clarifying moment or as an amplifier for what we do truly want in this life? By experiencing what we don't want, it can often highlight what our preferences are going forward. So let's go ahead and place this here. So let's see here, what other questions can we ask Spirit? Ooh, why? Why are we wanting to experience this in our lives, and what benefit would it have at this time? Experiencing more depth, more beauty, a new relationship. Yeah, I think we pulled this again in the reverse position here. King of Pentacles energy. I feel like you've been kind of going about your life in a very tried and true fashion, which there's nothing wrong with that. I think if things have always worked out for you in your life, perhaps you've always done things in a more, I'm getting somebody who's done things in a more systematic way. They have a repeatable routine is what I'm getting. They have a way that's just always yielded the same results for them. And again, I think there is nothing wrong with that framework. I don't think there's anything wrong with approaching problems in that manner, but I feel like the reason why you're wanting to experience this new change, this change of energy, this change of pace is I think you're looking to get outside of the box a little bit. We also see some armor underneath this king's cloak, and I often think of the emperor. Again, I know this isn't the same card, but much like the emperor, he is ready to go at a moment's notice. He's very adaptable. I think what I'm getting off of this card intuitively is that I'm seeing somebody who wants to just adapt their approach a little bit. Maybe try something different, try something novel. Maybe you've never experienced, being in love before, or a new type of art form. A new novel way of being is what I'm getting off of the Ace of Cups. We haven't quite gotten out of our shell, out of our constraints. We're not really thinking outside of the box at this time, nor have we in seasons past. And I think that's why you're wanting to come into this reading, into this type of energy with fresh eyes. But of course, I will pull a clarifying card. Yeah, we have the Knight of Wands here. I think we're wanting to experience some of that fire in our lives right now. I just did a video on this earlier today, like a little tarot education, which I'll probably have available later here on YouTube, where the salamanders, I talk extensively about the symbolism of the salamanders, and here, I'll show you. It's on the Knight's Cloak here. In the educational video I did, it was on the King of Wands, but salamanders throughout history represented protection from fire. The ancients often thought that not only were salamanders impervious to fire and therefore protected, but they thought that they were so cold that they could actually extinguish fire too. You and I both know that that's not the case, but just the symbolism and the meaning behind the salamander hasn't lost its richness. So when I see this, I see somebody who is protected at this time from calculated risk. I think you're somebody, again, being the King of Pentacles that you are, I think you are someone who has had a systematic approach in the past. I think you're somebody who goes over the numbers, and like I see somebody at home who you have a plan B for the plan B is what I'm getting. Like that's your personality. You have a backup for the backup right now. You've ran the numbers, you've collected your data over time, you've been through adversity before. I don't feel like this is your first rodeo when it comes to experiencing setbacks in your life. And what I'm seeing at this time here is like we're ready to charge ahead, we're ready to take some calculated risks. We're ready to experience more passion, more fire, more energy into our lives. I'm getting this youthful energy. I see this little kind of like a glow up, or like a pep in your step right now. Like you appear more youthful at this time. What I want to ask next, friends, from Spirit is what advice does Spirit have for ushering in this new energy? Okay, we've identified what we want, we've identified why we want it, but now how do we go forward? How do we work skillfully with this information? I keep laughing because, these messages are so aligned. I love the Fool. It's so interesting because when we go from the Fool to the Knight of Wands here, I don't know if you noticed this, the stick that the Fool has, that he's carrying just his very few possessions with him. That is his magic wand, but he's not aware of that. You know, the Fool, at times he can appear quite naive. He has this childlike energy to him, and again, I'm picking up a very fiery, youthful energy off of you at this time. Again, like some type of glow up, or some type of weight has been lifted off of you that has literally just taken years off of your life right now, or like off of your appearance, I should say, not off of your life. But what I'm getting off of this is somebody who perhaps has taken their strengths and their magic for granted at this time. You're somebody who, I think you're finally coming to the realization, like, oh, this skill that I have, this strength that I have, it has the potential to create such fantastic beauty in my life at this time. It can usher in the things that I want, whether that's a meaningful relationship, whether that's a new art form to get my hands on, or a new way of being, a new way of experiencing just what it is to be a human being, just to marvel and experience the beauty of this life and what life has to offer you. I see somebody who, again, we're going from the Fool to the Knight of Wands here. I see somebody who's in full recognition that, oh my gosh, this strength that I had, this skill that I had that I was taking for granted, or maybe just, downplaying, this is my, I don't want to say your secret weapon, but it's your magic. It's what you bring to the table at this time that is just adding, I feel like, almost like lighter fluid onto this just beautiful masterpiece here that you're creating in your life. It's just adding more fuel to this passion, to this fire that you're experiencing. The Fool is also just venturing out into the unknown. Again, I think you're somebody who, you're ready to step outside of the box. I think I see somebody tired of just being a spectator of life. You want to be in the arena at this time is what I'm seeing. You're somebody who has maybe just played it a little bit too safe throughout their life, and that's okay. We can learn from that too. Remember, all of our experiences that we have in this lifetime, they're not all for naught. They offer a lot of clarity for what it is that we do want. The sun is shining behind him too. He has his faithful companion with him. Maybe there's a trusted mentor that you can kind of work with at this time or share ideas with. That could be another interpretation of this card as well. For those of us that might be a little bit timid going into this new place we've never been before. This could be spiritually, this could be physically leaving our home. It's always nice to have a trusted confidant, right? And if you don't have one, ask Spirit to be your confidant. Ask Spirit to guide you at this time and to give you advice as you move forward. But I'm getting off of this one just trusting Spirit and childlike trust and dependency, and just knowing that what you're going into is just going to yield beautiful, beautiful results at this time. I do want to get some clarity on this card as well from Spirit. Yeah, you're ready to be the leader in your life. I think Spirit is asking you right now, it is time to step up to the plate here. The Three of Pentacles, this is a card of collaboration, of working with people in your immediate surroundings. This could be your community. This can be an online community for those of you that are on social media. But this is a water trine that's forming here. Again, this is the unification of mind, body, spirit. This is the great work coming together to full fruition. And I see you as the leader. I see you the one with the plans in your hand, leading other people and delegating and sharing with other people how this project is going to be executed, or whatever it is that you're ushering in right now. I really feel like whether this could be a work project, this could be a new business you're starting, this could be a side hustle. This could just also be like showing others how you want to be treated, because you're treating yourself with I'm seeing somebody who's putting a lot into their self-care right now, a lot into their appearance, and not in a egoic way, but I see somebody putting boundaries around themselves, around their energy, showing not only to themselves but to the universe what they're worthy of. And you're worth so much, my friend. And I just feel like other people are taking note of that right now. They're seeing how well you're treating yourself. They're seeing how well you're keeping yourself, your health. how you conduct yourself on a day-to-day, people are taking note, and they're going to treat you that way in kind if you're picking up what I'm putting down here. So I feel like Spirit is asking you to take the helm at this time, be the leader, show others how you want to be treated, go first at this time. Again, I just see somebody, you've ran the numbers. I just keep getting that. You've ran the numbers, you've thought of any possible hiccup in the road, you've done your calculations, and it's time to step up, it's time to go forward at this time. I don't know why, but I feel like Spirit is just asking me to pick one more card for you. Let's see here. Yeah, we have the Lovers. Again, what I said, guys, I think a lot of you may be calling in your divine counterpart at this time. A lot of you may be at a crossroads right now. This card is often associated with making a decision. This is your higher self angel also above you at this time. I feel like what I'm getting off of this is like sacred knowledge and wisdom. We see the serpent here, and that's what that represents. You know, the serpents, I feel like they often get kind of a bad rep in you know, more religious texts as being associated with evil and negative energy. Not so. They're guardians of portals, snakes. They are associated with sacred knowledge and wisdom. And again, we see the salamander here. Those two animals might have some special significance for you at this time. Please let me know in the comments if that symbolism is registering with you in any way. But yeah, I'm getting divine love coming your way. Just something beautiful is happening. This could even be like a collaboration. This doesn't have to necessarily be a romantic commitment or anything like that. But oh, remember what I said about going first? Spirit is just telling me right now, it's like once you go first, once you decide, Spirit is going to back you 110%, but you have to decide right now. You have to make a choice. It's all up to you, and it's all in your hands, right? Because tarot, astrology, all of these things, it really doesn't mean anything. It's just how you, the viewer at home, want to work with this energy. I feel like Spirit's telling you right now, make a choice. Make a choice. You know what to do. You're protected at this time. I feel like you really can't go wrong no matter what you decide to do, honestly, at this time. But I just feel like Spirit is telling you right now, make a commitment. How do you want to view yourself? How do you want the world to treat you? What treatment is acceptable to you at this time? And then stand on business, stand on that, and the universe is going to come along and hold out its hand, and your blessings are going to overflow. But I feel like you have to make that call. You have to make that decision. I'm getting chills right now, you guys. This is such beautiful energy to work with. Before I let you go, friend, I do want to pick an oracle card here for you. I've been loving my numerology oracle here. So I picked the number 24, and this is associated with Ascended Master Kuthumi. I hope I pronounced that right, but let me see where this is. Page 94 here, my guidebook. I like reading the guidebook because it's just very simple and concise, and I think it just adds a little bit extra razzle-dazzle to our readings, you know, a little bit more confirmation. Okay, the number 24 here, responsibility. You have drawn the card of Ascended Master Kuthumi. He asks you at this time to accept the responsibilities that arise in the area of personal relationship. What did I say about making a choice, being the leader, stepping up, right? He also asks that you endeavor to understand unconditional love and non-judgment. The Master knows that this area of life is not an easy pathway. However, he lovingly urges you to always do your best to think and act with compassion. Self-discipline in this area will help enormously in your search for self-awareness. This illuminated being is an initiate of love and wisdom. His symbol is the six-pointed star. That might be a symbol for some of you. And he is aligned with the state of joy. Wow, how beautiful. Ascended Master Kuthumi's colors are soft lemon and deep blue. And it's like we see these two foxes here in the picture. And it's like they're just like playfully interacting with one another. I feel like you're calling in like a divine counterpart, or like a partnership that just brings out your inner child at this time. 24 might be significant for you as well. You may be 24 years old as you're watching this. When we add the numbers 2 and 4 together, we also get the number 6, which is a divine feminine number. yeah, I'm really getting like a youthfulness, a playful energy, someone who's just going to bring out your inner child. And if this is not applicable to you in a romantic sense, I almost see like a project or a creative collaboration that just feels like play. I'm getting off of this, the more fun that you have in this endeavor, friends, the more playful you can be, the more successful, the more rewarding, the more abundance is going to come out of this. Keep it light. Ooh, I'm getting that lightly. Just desire this, but desire it lightly. Be light about it, is what Spirit is saying. Well, friends, that is all I have for you here today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this style of reading. If you did, please let me know in the comments and I'll be sure to do more videos like this. But that is all I have for you today, my beautiful friends, and I will see you all in the next reading. That's all I have for today, and bye for now.